Hi team, I hope you're all good. Today we are starting a new reading vlog. This is for the 1000 Doors Readathon, but before we get into Past Me, because the readathon has happened now, before we get into Past Me, I just wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, who are Boxu. Boxu are a Japanese subscription service. They send snacks to your door and bring a little bit of Japan to your home. You can use my code Steph10 to get 10% off your subscription to the website and also to my code in the description box down below, so you can go and check them out. Boxu is a monthly snack box subscription service that delivers original assortments of premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings straight to your home. Every month you'll receive a box with a different theme. The snacks will always be different. It's a gourmet journey through Japan every month, and it's really nice as well. I really enjoy getting these snacks because I don't tend to eat Japanese snacks on the regular, so it's really nice to get these and have a bit of a taste of Japan in my home. The box is shipped straight from Japan and you can get free shipping if you are in the US. And this is not my first Boxu box either. I've really enjoyed the other Boxu boxes that I have received, and I've really enjoyed their snacks. My family have enjoyed the snacks as well, so I would recommend them. These boxes are meant for sharing, and I really do love sharing these with my family. I take them round once I've eaten the snacks that I really like out of them and let my family eat the rest. This month's theme is Summer Matsuri, and I am looking forward to trying some of these. I know that there are some favourites in here that I've had before, so I'm really looking forward to having those again. The Mochin Dango Mochi are some of my favourites. I've had these before, they're so tasty, and I'm really interested in trying the Kakigori shaved iced gummies. They sound really good. I know my dad likes the tea as well. He really loves to try the tea, so I know he's going to be hyped about that. So yeah, like I say, I will leave a link to Boxu in the description box down below so you can go and check them out. And thank you to Boxu for sponsoring this video, and we are now going to get into the actual video. Hello, good afternoon. It is already a reasonable way into the day. It's Saturday, and today we are going to start the 1000 Doors Readathon, which is hosted by Meg, Emma and Tasmin. They did an extended version of this, was it earlier on this year? I can't remember, and I had a really good time with it. This is like a choose your own adventure readathon, so I'm hyped. Basically we start off at one of 3 doors, and one by Meg, one by Emma and one by Tasmin, and basically you decide which one you want to go through and then decide where to go from there. So I have already looked at the original doors, and I am going to go with Emma's to start off with because that one just appeals to me more. So we're going to go through it now with the video. I'll screen record the video, and we're going to decide what I'm going to read for this prompt. So let's turn screen recording on. Where are you? There you are.
Officially underway. If you just landed here and you've got no idea what this means, I will link below to my original announcement video for what the 1000 Doors Readathon is. This is a special little weekend edition after we did the main one last year. The readathon is going to be running for the next 3 days, all the way up until the end of the weekend. Okay, should we get going with what the first prompt of the 1000 Doors Readathon could be for you, should you choose to select it? Oh, I should say, each of the hosts have different themes for their prompts. My theme throughout this readathon is going to be games. So all of my prompts will be themed around games. As you know, I just love playing board games. So for this first prompt, we're going to play a little mini game of Articulate. We're not actually going to play, but we are going to roll the dice and move around the board and figure out what our first prompt is going to be that way. Okay, I landed on nature, so the first prompt is going to be owl. The word owl. All of our prompts are deliberately left super open for you to interpret them however you want. So you might want to read a book with the word owl in the title, with an owl on the cover. Maybe you want to read a book about wisdom. You can really decide however you want to use this. What am I going to read for this? So what are you waiting for? Go, go, go. Go and choose your owl book. Don't forget to bookmark this video.
Okay, so for this prompt, I have decided to go for Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. It's time for a reread anyway. I reread Winnie the Pooh every single year. Sometimes I've read it multiple times throughout the year. But it's time for a reread anyway. This works on multiple different levels. So owls live in the woods. So, you know, 100 Acre Wood. Not only that, but Owl is actually a character in Winnie the Pooh. So that works out for me also. Where do we have? Oh yeah, so in chapter 4, Eeyore loses his tail and an owl has been using it as his door ringer. So there's an owl in Winnie the Pooh. He's one of the characters in the Winnie the Pooh series. So yeah, I thought I would pick up Winnie the Pooh. It was the wisdom that got me on this one. I was like, wisdom. Winnie the Pooh's kind of known for his a little bit skew with doolally wisdom. And I love Pooh Bear, so I'm gonna read this, which shouldn't take me too long, which is good because I kind of want to do this. If I can do it in a day, that would be awesome. But if it goes into tomorrow as well, that's absolutely fine. But I just wanted to really take part in this one because I really like these choose your own adventure readathons. So we're gonna be reading Winnie the Pooh. I am feeling a little bit off today. I had my second COVID jab yesterday and my arm is entirely dead and I haven't I haven't stopped sleeping since. So yeah, I am a very sleepy girl today. I slept quite late this morning. I slept a lot yesterday. I literally got home, put away my food shop that I did after I finished getting my jab done, and then passed out for 2 hours yesterday. So I may pass out again, we'll see. But I'm gonna go and read Winnie the Pooh and then come back to you for the next prompt.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna mess around. You're the only one I want there at the end of my story.
Hello, it's me. It's a little bit later. It's now 20 to 3. I can't remember what time I started, but I've just finished Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne and I'm giving this 5 stars. I always give this 5 stars. I love Winnie the Pooh. He is the cutest and he always puts a smile on my face, so whenever I'm feeling down, I love rereading these. So yeah, 5 stars for this one, and this is my first book complete for the 1000 Doors Readathon. So we now need to go back to the original video and see what Emma's question was and then answer it at the bottom. So let's screen record and go back to the video.
This video, because once you've finished your book or decided to DNF your book, come back and answer the question that I'm going to pose next. Waiting for you to go, waiting for you to read, waiting for you to come back. Okay, my first question is, how did you enjoy this book? I'm going to give you 3 options to click. Either you gave the book a 4 or a 5 stars, it was really successful. Second option, you gave the book 1 to 3 stars, it was okay, or maybe outright terrible. And the third option is that you decided to DNF the book. You can now click on your answer to go through the next
4 to 5 stars. Oh, Emma again.
You got me again, and I am so glad that you so enjoyed your last book. That is great news. So let's see if I can do just as well and give you a prompt for a second book that you're also going to enjoy. So the next game we're going to play, this is Dixit. You might not have heard of this one. It's not as popular a game as Articulate. It's very sweet and very wholesome. It all revolves around telling stories around pictures. So I'm going to randomly select one of these cards, and that is going to make up our next prompt. So this is the one. Here you go. So I'll let you have a look at it, and I'll also try and describe it for anyone who is visually impaired at all. So this is a picture of, let me have a closer look myself. This is a picture of a tree with a very subtle face you can see on the trunk. It is smiling. It also has an anchor tattoo sort of on its shoulder. It's what it looks like. One of the branches looks like an arm, and that's where the anchor tattoo is. Tucked underneath that arm is a bouquet of really pretty flowers. Behind the tree we see blue sky and green grass, and in front of the tree we see a cold path. So I think that's quite a calming image. I think it's quite a hopeful image. I think there's a touch of romance. I'm kind of imagining this tree on the way to give these flowers to someone that they are romantically interested in, maybe. Those are the kind of vibes I'm getting, but you really can interpret this however you want. You might see it as an evil tree on its way to trick someone with a murder weapon hidden in the flowers. I don't know, you do you. So off you go and choose a book to fit that next prompt, and don't forget to bookmark this video, because once you finish with that book, you can come back here and answer my next question.
Okay, so I had to think about this, and the whole tree thing is in my mind, but also the game as well that Emma played, with it being a case of telling a story via pictures. So I thought if I could get a graphic novel on here, that would be really good. And I ended up picking Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. This is a collection of stories but in graphic novel format, and it looks really good and spooky, so I am here for that. And Through the Woods, so the trees, also story told in pictures. I thought this would be perfect. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. This was gifted to me, so thank you to Megan for gifting me this one at Christmas. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm excited to give this one a read, and hopefully this won't take me too long, and then we can get on to prompt number 3. So I will come back with you with an update on this, and we will do the final prompt.
I think it all came back when I was looking back at you. Oh, how I've missed those signs. You must have missed mine too. Did you breathe me in? If you would only know that you're in my air, for every second, everywhere I go. So why are we hiding in these crowded places? 'Cause when our eyes meet, we drop our poker faces. Yeah, we keep on acting like we left no traces. But when our eyes meet, we drop our poker faces.
Okay, I'm back. That didn't take long at all. It's now 3:15, and I have just finished Through the Woods. Sorry, my arm is entirely dead. I think I mentioned this earlier on in the vlog, but I got my second COVID vaccine yesterday, so entirely dead. It's killing. Yeah, I read this one. This was good. I gave it 4 stars. I do find that a lot of these stories are kind of left open a little bit. But I really enjoyed the illustrations. They were pretty terrifying and a bit dark and grim. Loved the art style and the colour selection as well. Mostly black, white, red, blue and yellow. But just really, really beautifully told, and quite thrilling as well. So I did enjoy. This one's got all of the colours on it. I did enjoy this. It was very good, and I would look for some more graphic novels like this. So I might have a butcher's and see if I can find some more. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. It was good. So that was my second book for the 1000 Doors Readathon done. So let's see now if I can, what the final prompt will be. I'm really hoping that I might be able to fit a book on that I'm already partway through. Fingers crossed, because it would be nice to finish one of those books, but if not, I may have to find something else. So let's start a screen record.
And you're back. I'm assuming you're here because you have finished the book. So I have one more question to ask you. That last book that you just read, was the ending satisfying? I'm going to give you the option to click yes it was, no it wasn't,
yeah.
or say that you DNF'd the book, and so you
it was
didn't get
fine.
that far, which is always good with me. I'm very pro DNFing. So the doors are now available for you to go through depending on your answer. Click on the right door and go through to get your final prompt.
Yes. Oh, Meg.
Welcome to your third
Hello, Meg.
your prompt for book 3. Not only was the ending to your last book satisfying, but you seem to pretty much have enjoyed every book you've read so far, which we love to see. I'm so happy for you. I hope that I am the same way. You haven't had me yet, so all of my prompts are in the form of reaction videos or memes, the kind of clips I put in my videos. I'll give you some tips on how to interpret it, but you by no means have to follow those tips. You can make up anything you want from the prompt. It's totally up to you. So your prompt is...
I've connected the two dots. You didn't connect shit, but I've connected them.
So, from this, the first thing that comes to mind for me is a mystery or a thriller book, something where you're trying to figure out something and connect the dots. But truly, almost every book has some element of mystery. That's what keeps a plot going forward. So you can really bend this to any book where you need to connect the dots on some form of plot that is happening in the book. It could just be a book that has dots on the cover. I don't know how many books have dots on the cover, but you can, listen, anything can work. Or it could just be a book that seems super clever and makes you think you figured it out when really you haven't. Now, bookmark this video, go ahead and pick a book based on this prompt, and then come back here to click on this video once you've finished the book.
Okay, so I think I'm actually going to go for a book that I am partway through. I started reading this week and I do want to carry on with it. I just ended up interrupting this week with this reading vlog. So I'm actually going to pick up Shadow Black by Sebastian de Castel. Now, there aren't dots on here, but as far as connecting the dots, like Meg said, there is an element of mystery in a book because you're reading something you haven't read before. Usually I haven't read this before, but on the back of here it does say whose secrets pull them into a conspiracy of magic, blackmail and murder. So where there's blackmail and murder involved, usually to me it means that there is an element of connecting the dots. So we're stretching this, let me tell you, we are stretching this. I'm only 113 pages into this, so I do have a lot more to go than I have already read. So yeah, I am going to continue on with this one. This is a YA fantasy series by Sebastian de Castel, the first one being Spellslinger, which I read earlier on in the year, and this is following Kellen, who in the first book went into a magic battle, but his magic hadn't yet come in to him, and he was hoping that during the battle it would just come in, and it didn't work out that way, and things went down and he's ended up being an outlaw, and we are continuing on with his journey. There is a squirrel cat in here, there is a woman called Farius, who I enjoy her character a lot, and we have some new characters in this one as well. So this is 4 months on after the end of Spellslinger, so I'm looking forward to continuing on with this one. I have been enjoying it so far, and I am looking forward to carrying on. So hopefully I can finish this today. I am listening to the audiobook because I love Joe Jameson, who is the narrator of all of Sebastian's books so far, apart from The Way of the Argosy, because it's Farius' story, and obviously Farius is a woman, so Joe hasn't done the narration for that one. However, he has done the narration for the Spellslinger series and also for the Greatcoat series because they were male leads. So how long do we have left on this? 6 hours and 36 minutes. So on 2 times speed we're looking at about 3 hours and 20-ish minutes. So hopefully I can get this done today, fingers crossed, because I will be stopping for some food and stuff. The issue is once I stop for food I put the TV on, and then that might be it. That might be me for the day. So I'm going to carry on with this now, and I will keep you posted, let you know how I'm getting on, and I will check back in with you in a little bit.
The next day.
Hello, good afternoon, it's Sunday, it's 1:15 and I'm here to tell you I did not finish Shadow Black last night. So we're going to do it today, we're going to finish it off. I didn't get too much further into this, I got to page 146, I didn't get very far into it at all. I just got really distracted and then decided I was going to watch a bunch of films. So that's what I did with the rest of my day. I have a lot of housework to get on with, so I'm going to get on with that while listening to Shadow Black. I need to strip the bed, put the washing in, wash the pots. I could do with tidying up in here because it's horrifically messy. So I'm going to go and do all of that jazz and hopefully get through the book. So let's go.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hello, it's me, I'm back. It's currently 4:20 in the afternoon and I have finally finished my final book for the 1000 Doors Readathon. So I'm going to go through with you what I read and for what, so long as my battery doesn't die beforehand. So the first prompt was from Emma and it was Owl. That was the prompt. So I read Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. There is a character in here who is an owl and also this is set in the woods. So I thought this was appropriate for that. So I gave this 5 stars. I loved it. I always love rereading Winnie the Pooh. So yep. Then the second prompt was also from Emma and it was like a tree. Essentially like a tree. It was the figure of a tree. So I read Through the Woods by Emily Carroll and I gave this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was a graphic novel, a horror graphic novel, and it was really good. I liked it. And then the final prompt was from Meg and it was Connecting the Dots, and this one does have like blackmail and murder in it, so I thought Shadow Black would be perfect for this one. I was about 115 pages in, so I have just finished the rest of this off and I have given this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed continuing on with this series and I can't wait to carry on with the rest of it. So yeah, overall pretty good readathon. I had a great time with the 1000 Doors Readathon again for the second time. Sorry, my battery died. So yeah, I managed to finish 3 books, 2 4 stars, 1 5 star, only one of them was a reread. So I had a really good time this weekend. I do enjoy this readathon, this pick your own adventure readathon is really good, and I'm glad I managed to nail it in the space of like 2 days, so that's really cool. So yeah, I had a great time. I will be leaving links to Meg, Emma and Tasmin's channels down below, so do go and check them out if you don't already. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.